Hi class. So for my capstone writing, it has been something sort of, again trying to combine the sort of personal aspect and the research aspect together. I tried using many examples from the courses we took and from my MLA experience because this is really what's all about, and I've made it specifically clear that this journey for me is about uh, uh, focusing on an on life learning experience, but as well more explicitly using this for the future in terms of obtaining a job in a university, but also keeping the ESL career and putting that together. So that's really explicit. This is what's really all about, this combination. So there's no, it's not really broad, and I think that's very good. So when it comes to writing this paper, I had this in my head all the time, and what I did is that when it comes to the standards, intellectual standards of thinking, um, I do my best to focus on clarity and be direct when it comes to each topic, each thread, which there were only three, but then there were subheadings of other things connected to those threads. And through I try to use precision when it comes to my examples, and the same applies to accuracy. With the relevance, I think I keep checking on my sources and see if they connect well and if they're true to what I'm saying with the help of my examples. And that's how I also go into the depth and breadth. So in terms of remindedness, I try to remain neutral in everything I write. So altogether, what I'm trying to say is I try to keep all of these standards in mind, but I go back just like the artifacts threads paper. I go back and I keep revising and I keep it sort of like coming and going. So it's sort of the same strategy that I use for the capstone, and I keep checking on how precise this is with the information I find and how I correlate that with the examples. And of course, that's also a form of precision. And the same thing applies for data. If I use something and I usually do. I give an example and I then even further expand to add more significance to it. And when it comes to the elements of reasoning, I think the purpose is it's stated in the introduction topic, um, and there are many points of views as well when it comes to the experience, when it comes to what I faced during all these courses. And the same applies for not just the point of the views, but inferences as well. I think I try to keep a logical aspect to it. So that's what I can say. And the same thing applies to the main idea and the purpose, which is and purpose meaning what's this writing about. And again, I go back to, I keep coming and going as to see, well, what I've done, what I've written here, the aim, the what can be inferred. And what I'm saying, this all goes back to examples, and I think examples are crucial because I'm always thinking that with the examples and the research, one thing is connected to another, and I'm saying this because I think that as an ESL instructor, I see the similarity that it doesn't matter what learning environment you're in, you have to keep using examples, and part of these examples are also points of views, assumptions as well. But obviously, try to get the most objective assumptions as possible based on research and experience. That's all I have to say about this.